G'day Spurs fans, Paul Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic sock show on the internet. Game has just finished at Villa Park, final result in the FA Cup 4th round. Aston Villa 2, Tottenham Hotspur 1, not to be tonight, but the sun is rising still, the sun is still coming up, and like I said in my match preview, if we lost this game, I wasn't going to wet the bed. And I'm not going to, because I thought we played all right, you know. I thought we played all right, given the circumstances, which haven't changed. I know people are going to be going, this is the final straw, but nothing's changed with our squad, has it? You looked at our bench, we got the 2 goalkeeper Gambit, Serge Reguilon, so you can tell that, you know, we're in a bad old way. Villa rocked us with an early goal. Kinski, but Kinski more than made up for it with his performance for the rest of the game and really kept us in it, pulled off some very fine saves. Villa came at us with a fair degree of intensity and pressure at the start of the game, but as the game wore on, we started to work our way back into it and we started playing our football. And although we didn't get the result, it was a much better performance than we did against Liverpool, who incidentally, making 9 changes in their team, lost to Plymouth Argyle. So we got 12 players out. So, you know, is anyone saying slot out? Slot out. But Ange isn't in that position of luxury where he can rotate that much. We're forced to take that many players out. So it doesn't change my stance on anything, and I could see that tonight the players are playing. The players are definitely playing for the badge. They're playing for Ange. The away fans were in fine voice. They could see what was going on, and you know, there were some fine moments from Spurs. Some fine moments. It was a shame to go 2-0 down, but it didn't kill us off. We still gave it a damn good go, man. That's what I like to see. There was some fighting spirit there. You know, and Tell to get his first goal. Kulu, in and out of the game because he's knackered. You know, these players are tired, man. They're very tired. In and out of the game, but enough magic there from Kulu. What a great ball from Kulu. Tell scored with the outside of his ankle. How good is that? I mean, if he can score with his ankle, we're in good shape, aren't we? The referee was absolutely atrocious. And my benchmark for the referee, 5 minutes added on. Loads of time wasting by Martinez and taking time with free kicks. How much time did the referee add? Any little, like half a minute on at the end of the 5 minutes? No. Blue gave him 5 seconds extra. But as usual, I won't blame the referee for the result. I hate Villa. They're dirty bastards. They show themselves to be dirty bastards yet again. But they won. The referee was on their side, but that's what you got to deal with, haven't you? So there's no excuse. We should have, could have, should have, would have played according to the conditions of the game, which we failed to do, unfortunately, failed to do. But, you know, when we got that late goal, I was excited. Because we were in with a shot. We had a chance. We made Villa wobble. Much more pressing in the second half, but the press was back. The press was only there for very brief moments against Liverpool, but against Villa, it was there. And the number of times we won that ball deep into Villa's half, you can see that it's a tactic that works. It's as plain and simple as that. So Bentancur was a little bit quiet. Now, what was the subs change that Ange made at half-time? He brought on Basuma for Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore was struggling a bit in that game. Don't know if he's injured or knackered or tired or whatever, but he wasn't really having too much of a game. Basuma, I thought, when he came on, did really well. Straight away, put in a decent tackle to get us out of trouble. Bentancur, even though he was quiet, again was lunging at the ball. As far as man of the match, I was really impressed with Gray again, because there was one. It was deep in the second half, and he copped a fairly tasty, clumsy challenge from Marcus Rashford, who showed why he was shit at Manchester United. He's going to be shit at Villa, unless, you know. Every player that doesn't play for Spurs is shit, by the way, don't worry about it. And it looked awkward, but he just rubbed it off and got on with it. He didn't roll around, didn't milk it, just got up. He just gets, Archie Gray just gets on with it, man. That's why I'm so impressed with him. For an 18-year-old man, bloody hell, man, he's great now. Oh, God, can you imagine what he's going to be like at 24, 25, 26? And we're going to hopefully get to see that flourish at Spurs. You know, so there's many things I'm excited about Tottenham. Yeah, I hate losing. I'm disappointed with the loss. But the manner in which we lost today was much more entertaining. Yeah, I'll say that. I was entertained. Oh, no, what a crime. And if we weren't going to win the FA Cup, maybe it's better to go out now and get yourselves a little bit of a rest here and there. So the quad's not on, the treble's not on. I think the Premier League might have just slipped out of our grasp this year. But Europa League, we've still got a shot at Europa League. And I'll put all our eggs into the Euro basket, because we can still grab something this year. But it's been a tough season for Spurs, hasn't it? Tough season for Spurs. Not a lot has gone our way. Other players, I thought Danso defended really well. Porro's a bit wobbly, but I mean, he's probably buggered as well. So there's so many players, you've just got to take this into account. They're playing so many minutes, which I get it. Like, you know, they used to do back in the day. You used to win a league with like 12 players or something like that. But for whatever reason, I don't know quite what that is, that's not what happens these days. It just doesn't work that way. And you can see when players are getting fatigued. And Kulu's one. Son's another one. I thought Son was all right tonight, though. You know, he is buggered, but he gave it a good go. I think man of the match. Oh, Jed Spence. I've got to not forget Jed Spence, man. He was turning it on, nicking the ball, running up the pitch, playing smart. He's got good awareness. There was a couple of times actually where, you know, he's running into spaces, asking. He wants the ball. Jed Spence wants the ball. I love players that, no matter what the circumstances, is give me the ball, give me the ball. I remember there's a story that Steve Perryman tells about when he's playing with Glenn Hoddle, and Glenn saying to Steve, just give us the ball, Steve. And Steve, I think I might be getting this slightly wrong, but Steve's saying, well, you know, when you've got players around you, and Glenn says, don't worry about it, just give me the ball. I mean, that's the sort of players you want in your team, and I think Jed Spence is one of those. I don't know if we've got too many of those under any circumstances. Kulu can hold players off really well. Biss was very strong tonight. Look, there was a lot for me. There was a lot to put a smile on my face. Yeah, if you just look at the result and you look at the, you know, maybe the stats, I don't know. You can be all doomy and gloomy about it, and I know the internet's going to blow up. And you know what? I've been enjoying my football by not watching any of that negative, moany, know-it-all, Harry Hindsight shit. I've just been really enjoying watching my team play, and they put a smile off on my face today. You know, they did well, but we didn't win, unfortunately. So you know, hopefully we're going to get some players back during the week. I'm so happy for Kinski actually that he had a good performance, because after that, you know, it's very easy for your head to go down, especially as a keeper if you do a cock up like that. I've seen it happen to keepers before. But he got himself well back into the game, and did really well in the end. So well done to Anton Kinski. He's got some balls about him to do that. Danso got a whack on the head. He didn't give a fuck. He carried on playing. Villa were dirty as usual. Horrible team, man. They've been that ever since I used to, you know, see Spurs in the 80s. You know, they've always been a team of bloody wankers. Can't stand it. But it was a fun watch along. It was a fun watch along. You know, I'll keep doing the watch alongs for the games. Nice crowd in today. You know, if you're going to comment the usual stuff about it's time enough for Ange out and all this, I mean, you can do it, because I'm just going to give you a love heart and a thumbs up like I do every comment. But there's plenty of other channels. It doesn't bother me. You're just wasting your time. You know, just whatever. Go off to your other channels and do that. I'm positive about Spurs, and that's the way it's going to be. So until next time, folks, peace and love, man, and come on, you Spurs.